Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 8 of Darwell20's Sky Factory 4 Let's Play series. I am working on Mechanism today and I'm super hyped to make that a thing that happens. So I need some steel casing and I need some osmium. How am I for osmium? I have enough. We can do that. And we can do that. Cool. So today I want to obviously get our mechanism stuff up and running, like as quickly as humanly possible. And to make that happen, there's a few things I want to work on. So for mechanism, do we have the mechanism conduit? Yeah, we do. Cool. Pressurized. Oh, do we? Do we? Okay, nobody panic, but we don't actually see mechanism, item, fluid, or energy conduits NJEI. I saw these and I thought, okay, we're good. But we have thermodynamic conductors and pressurized tubes for gas and heat transfer, but we don't have the item, fluid, or energy transfer mechanics in mechanism. That's a thing. And we don't have the Ender IO ones either, do we? Ender IO ones, no. Because conduits are too awesome to put in this pack. Womp, womp, womp. Looks like thermal is our main energy conduit. So RF. Can I search for RF? So we could do it with integrated dynamics, but that seems like way more complicated than we need it to be, right? Integrated dynamics feels like an extremely complicated approach to doing that. We do have the mechanism energy cubes, and we have also the induction multi-block thing. So we can store lots of RF once we start generating lots of RF, right? We also have flux networks, but it's gated behind prestige, right? Weird flex, but okay. 4 prestige points would equal flux networks, which would be nifty. Project E is not quite ready yet, as a reminder, but there's a few other things. Mistcraft. I haven't played Mistcraft since like 1.7, maybe? Maybe? So, you know. Skylight. Unlocks Twilight Forest mod set in a void world. Okay. You know what grinds my mobs? I don't know, Darko. I don't know. But I liked Generator, I Hardly Know Her. That's the achievement I got. I missed that last episode when I made the lava gen. Generator, I Hardly Know Her. Oh, everything in this pack makes me laugh. I want you to know that. I think me and Darkosto have a similar sense of humor, so like I'm enjoying some of his puns. Generator, I hardly know her. Oh my goodness, that's terrible, but hilarious. All right, so we got the Enrichment Chamber, right? So that's cool. Now we need the Energized Smelter, right? So that would be also nice to have. Looks like it should be pretty much Energized Smelter, like immediately available to us without further ado. Oh, nope, I lied. I smelted the glass for it. I did not collect the glass after I smelted. I was almost ready. I was almost ready with everything that I would have wanted to do here. So you, followed by you, and then we're cool. And I guess for now, how do I want to do this? Gotta smelt fast. Yeah, we do. So we got the osmium dust, right? Can I just break you? Is that how this works? Yeah, it does. No, the Energized Smelter. Look, Pig, I appreciate that you want attention, but can you not do what you're doing right this moment? I appreciate the attention. I get it, right? Like I'm on board with your desire for attention. But maybe not right there would be super cool. So I'm thinking redstone flux conduits. Maybe not redstone flux conduits, but some form of flux conduits. Leadstone would probably work. I mean, hardened is also an option. So how does one get... Ah, I see. Or a combiner. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, so this is me wondering how certain things will work. I guess it's all doable without the thermal machinery, right? Like, how do we get Enderium? I guess Enderium blend is pretty standard, right? Actually, no. I have no idea how to get Enderium. I now don't know. Lead platinum alloy resonant ender. Okay, cool. And platinum comes from who knows what. Platinum bacon. Anybody for platinum? Where exactly did platinum come from? It might be hogs only. It might be. We might be getting into hogs whether we want to or not. I was thinking, because remember I said I'm going to play this on Twitch, right? And I'm gonna do a different starting map. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I probably have already started it by the time this episode airs, to be completely fair and honest. But you know, I said I was probably going to, you know, start this on Twitch, right? So let's do this. Let's move you, right, and then we can have our enrichment chamber there, and you can start enriching. Right, and you're cool on power? You're doing pretty good on power. I did learn, by the way, that this thing does relatively conserve his power, his lava. He doesn't burn lava at all times. How tall is that going to get, you think? But lead is probably what we want to get right now. So that's nickel, lead sapling. Cool. So let's get any and all lead that we can, so that we can at least... Wow, that's actually a healthy amount of lead that we got there. At least get this thing rolling. Wow. Mechanism machines get very fast, but they are really slow early on. We can get upgrades, obviously, but, you know, just saying, early on they're a little bit slow. Yeah, I'm thinking lead's probably the right way to go. And, I mean, we could go hardened if we wanted to, but I feel like now's probably a good time to make a wrench, right? Crescent hammer, aka wrench, just needs tin and iron. I think I might have that. And you come over here. And I would also like item conduits then, because basically we don't have mechanism conduits, so there's that. Which means I would like item conduits, which shouldn't be too bad to make, theoretically. If I want the clear ones, how do I get hardened glass, right? Hardened fluid duct needs some kind of hardened glass still, so that recipe still exists. Hardened... glass is you pour lead over obsidian, or alloy furnace it from nuclear craft. Those are the methods. Or fluid infuser from nuclear craft. Either way. Alloy furnace. Basic plating. Graphite dust. Manufactory. Is that your only option for graphite dust, is the manufactory? So we might need to get into a little bit. It doesn't look too bad, though. It really doesn't. In my brain, I'm like, nuclear craft, oh no. But then I remember the only experience I've had seriously with nuclear craft has been in Enigmatica 2, which had, I think, custom recipes. So nuclear craft may not be that bad with the standard recipes that are probably in this pack. And wow, you are cool, buddy. So you keep smelting, and you do some lead for me so that we can get conduits so that we can run power, right? Can we get an energy cell, too? Because that would be cool. Energy cube, that's what they're called in here. A basic one, I wouldn't mind an advanced, to be honest with you, but a basic one just needs another steel casing, right? Which I don't think I don't have the steel for, but we will shortly. Yeah, and you are, wow, out of lava. Okay, cool. Duly noted. Alright, you get back to work, buddies. That might be enough smelting for me. And you know what? I have furnaces. I don't need to smelt with RF. Right? I have furnaces. So if you want to do the thing, that's fine. We're going to need to automate that, lickety split, with thermal as well. Right? So let's get a wrench. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Let's get some leadstone conduiting. As soon as we have enough lead. We just really need glass and redstone, which we should be cool with. And then the energy cube. That's right. That's the other thing we wanted. So to get a basic cube, we need gold. not bad. We have some gold. I wouldn't mind getting more gold, because I'm sure my gold tree is nice and full of shenanigans. Yeah. See, these things actually, they're pretty good. It's all about kind of just patience, really, with the initial guys. Cool. So that should be good for now. Let's get gold cooking over there. So you're a little bit slow because you produce less RF than we really need. That's okay. Well, that's good at least. He's pretty good about doing that thing. All right, so if we can get the leadstone going, you can smelt. All right, okay, cool. That works for me. Healthy amount of redstone flux ducts. I wouldn't mind. Do we have any? I think we have like 1 nickel, right? 1 nickel and 2 iron should be good for Invar. We'll get to that point. We'll get to that point in a minute. I need to make a crusher probably. So you know what I probably really need right now? What I should have. Break you. You're good. A lot of progress needs to be made right now. But we need, we'll start with Enrichment Chamber. We'll get him back to processing his gold. Energized Smelter. Metallurgic Infuser. If I want a cube, right, we're going to need Enriched Alloys, which I have a few of. And we're going to need a total of 6 of those. So what I'm going to do is 2 more of these. And I'm pretty sure the Enriched Alloy is the iron in there. Oh, I feel bad breaking this wall down, but at the same time, I feel like I should break this wall down. So what I'm thinking is, ultimately, we would probably just have a cube sitting here. Right? Like, you're doing fine, but you're going to need to do more than fine. Right? You're going to have to do a lot better than you're currently doing. So ultimately, we would have a cube here that we're drawing energy out of. And we would have multiple geothermal gens or some other mechanic. Now, here's a question. That does work. Now, what happens if I do this? They kind of sit there. So I'm not sure if it would be good to drop. I think a better plan would be to... Can we hopper it in, you think? What do you think about that? Is hoppering an option? It might not be a fast option, but if hopper works, then that means item conduits will work. Okay. So this thing's nice and fast, but we basically need some kind of mechanical user or something to right-click. We basically need something to do that. Okay. Isn't there a mechanical user in cyclic? There is. And that is an attainable thing for us. A dispenser needs string, but we have that, right? And a dropper. We can make one of those. And I think even more so, I don't know if we'll need it, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think we need to spread it among multiples, but we'll see. Let's get an automated user there. That sounds like a good plan. Infuser, I just want to make sure there's nothing else. But yeah, I think automated user is definitely the right way to go with this thing. I think that's absolutely true. Let's get this stuff all filled back up. Hey. Oh, you're charcoal, that's why. Oh, eh. I want to keep my coal. Charcoal. Charcoal. Okay. So we have a lot of processing to do of our resources, but that'll come in a moment. This hopper, I'm sure we'll find a use for sometime eventually. Because we've been needing a lot of hoppers as it is, right? Let's get that energy cube going, and then we'll do the mechanical user. Is that... Well, no, because we need a lot of things, to be fair. We need a lot of things, to be fair. So here's what I'm actually thinking. I want to get the fluid transfer going into the geothermal generators sooner than later. So I need 4 of you, followed by 4 of you, which means you're going to need this. Okay, and then you should be getting power eventually. Once these internal buffers fill up, that guy will get his power, and then we'll be good, right? All right, so while you cook, because I need a crusher to make, I'm assuming, Invar. Because we need Invar to make the hardened fluid ducts, right? And Invar blend. Oh, we don't have the crafting recipe for Invar blend. So how do we get Invar? Given nickel and iron, how do we get Invar? Alloy furnace from nuclear craft. Is that the only way to get Invar? It would appear so. It would appear so. Because Invar blend recipe doesn't exist. You can only turn existing Invar. All right. And alloying in here, there's molten Invar, so we can alloy iron and nickel. So that's an option 2. So how hard would it be to get an alloy furnace from nuclear craft? Because that would definitely make my life a little bit easier. That doesn't look too bad. Like I said, graphite dust, we still need a manufactory, which also looks reasonable. So copper, iron, flint. We should have a copper tree going here. Rapidly running out of inventory. I like how almost every time I come over to this thing, it seems like I'm getting half a stack of whatever metal I tried to make. That's kind of cool. So we don't need a lot of copper. Let's go with like 4. Does that sound fair? Output to the right. Can you input here and you eject items? Yeah, you can. Nice. All right, cool. Okay. So you get me that. So I need Invar. So for that we need the manufactory, right? So let's add here, and then for you, I need this. I need the manufactory, right? So that's reasonable. Yeah, man, we definitely need more power gen. I'm gonna have to look into that advanced. Maybe I want the advanced geothermal. I'm wondering if that's better from the get-go. Pulverized charcoal will work. Can I get pulverized charcoal or from this dude, you think? Maybe? He's doing something. Something's happening. Yeah, we can. Alright, nobody panic, but I should have some sand. How am I for gravel at the moment? Wow, none. Really, bro? That's alright. We have plenty of gravel resins and stuff. Okay. So that means you should be doable, which means that you just need an iron block. Which means a little bit more iron and we should be groovy. I feel like we have more iron stuff here. Didn't I have more iron stuff? We've got copper, we've got gold, we've got lead. What I should do, if I were a smart person, would be to have a chest over here of all the to-do smeltings. Right? So these things, not sand. That should be good. And then over here, did I still have iron somewhere? If I could just have a block of iron, that would be great. If not, I have to make more. Okay, I'm gonna have to make more, I think. Not that it's the end of the world to do. Cool. We're absolutely gonna have to come up with a better storage system. That's like very next task for me. So can you do that for me? And you're doing okay, and you could use... There's so many things I want, and I'm juggling between which ones I need to get first, right? But I think this might help. So a little bit faster power gen. I'm hoping that upgradable geothermal gens yield better results than the regular geothermal gen without upgrades in them, right? Because it looks like by default it has a much larger tank and a much larger buffer. So I'm hoping that also means that it has a, more RF a tick, or more efficient at least RF a tick. And you know what? I'm not going to process you here. Process you guys over here for now, until we get better at stuff and things. And you guys can probably go away for the time being. Cool. All right, with you guys taken care of now, let's see if this upgradable doohickey is worth the effort. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of hoping that it is. But 4 of these come from 1 crafting component, so we should know in a moment whether this was worth it. Cool. And you can go up here. Well, actually, no, I'm going to put you in this one because you're not really that kind of ingredient. And then we'll steal this thing, who's currently got lava in him, but I'm not... What do I do with my pickaxe? Somebody, I'm sure, saw me do something silly with it. Okay, so you come with me and get upgraded to this. So anybody have any idea how much? Wow, cool, upgrades and all. Definitely a larger storage capacity, so that's cool. So then the question would be, do we have a net gain of power while we're processing this iron? Right, so right now we're using 20 RF a tick, and we are losing power. So, frankly, not better, but there's upgrades we can get, apparently. Apparently there's some kind of upgrade we can put in there that would make it better. To be fair, there's plenty of mechanism options too, right? I was hoping it would be a little better. Speed modifier is what it's called. So that is under simple generators. Yeah, and that's going to need one of those. All right. So I have that. I have those, right? If I make more iron, I have that. Yes, I can make that. I can do that. That's doable. At this moment, at this juncture, that is possible. What I'm going to do is smelt this stuff a little bit more in the regular furnaces. I feel like I'm running back and forth a lot, but I think that's unavoidable at this moment. Cool. So another block of iron will yield me the 4 of these upgrades that I want to make the lava be consumed faster. Which is probably a little bit of putting the cart before the horse kind of thing, because ultimately what that means is it's need 3 speed, need 4 speed. Okay, cool. Ultimately, the problem is, of course, all right. Woohoo. Cool. Looks like he's keeping up actually just fine. That is actually pretty nice. All right, so that was worth doing, right? $100% worth doing. Because he filled up this internal buffer very quickly, and now we have these internal buffers are probably filling up. And then once they're full, yeah, look, stored energy. We're producing energy way faster than we're using it right now. Cool? So now, as soon as we automate the geothermal gen and lava, we should be cool. Okay? So with that as a fact, let's get a little bit more gold cooking up, because we're going to need that in a minute. And then thinking, so that knocks these guys off the list, right? Manufactory is needed to make the in-bar that we need, right? So let's get the 2 of these so that we can make our manufactory. Just needs a piston, and we have a manufactory good to go, okay? And then the manufactory will allow us to get the graphite that we need, right? So for now, I'm going to pop this over here just because of resource constraints, right? So graphite dust can come from graphite ingots, which are made by typically smelting coal, I thought it would be. Graphite dust, graphite ingots. Liquefacted coal can make graphite ingots. Liquefacted coal, which it's you can get, I think, from some of those coal plant things, yes. So we get 9 millibuckets and 12 millibuckets. Or just, you know, an ingot from coal. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw coal in here, and then we can get liquefacted coal, right? So we need 4 of these dudes, right? Oh, wow, you're really fast to smelt. That's cool. I like that. Why do you feel like you're telling me you don't have... Okay, you do. That's nice. Okay. And then we can get our alloy furnace. So manufactory check, alloy furnace next. So we need, you know, I don't know if we need exactly that much graphite, but works for me, right? You're probably hurting on power a little bit. That's true. Where'd I put my bucket? This is all in the name of automating this, right? But look how fast this is filling up the internal buffer over here. And this guy's filling up pretty good too. All right, so now to make you, we're going to need another one of those, which we already have. What exactly do we need that we don't already have? I think we have most of everything. So we need those things, and we need the 2 bricks, which we might have over here. If not, I'm sure we have clay. We do have 2 bricks. Hooray. Okay, so now to make you, that's 2, and now we have to wait for the remainder of these guys to process. And I'm just filling up this lava while I'm waiting on the processing of resources. Cool. So you get that, then we have our alloy furnace that we can use to make in-bar, which we can then use to create fluid conduits that'll transfer the lava directly into the thing. And that would be nice, right? So you to an alloy furnace, which just needs a regular furnace. Okay. And then more leadstone. Filling up your thing. You have a pretty decent amount of power fill up, right? But 2 of you and 1 of you should start processing once we have enough power. You're probably a little bit busy over here. Why don't I take you out for a minute so that you can fill up your buffer? You look like you're filling up a buffer as well. And wow, I burned through that lava really quickly, didn't I? But you're cooking, which means you probably had enough power to do your thing. Okay. So now we need obsidian, right? Which, if I'm not mistaken, it was a water bucket with lava in the thing already. So we do this. And there's your obsidian, right? We pour lead over obsidian to make hardened glass. One ingot of lead over obsidian equals hardened glass. All right. This isn't going to be perfect from the get-go, but we'll change it up in a minute to make it better. Okay? Let me just get the foundation working, and then we'll make things better, right? So there's that. Now for a servo, I wouldn't mind a hardened servo. What do we need? 2 of those? I could probably pull that off real quick. If I snagged my nickel tree... Lead, yeah, this is the nickel sapling. So you guys... Give me a little bit of nickel. How are we on iron? Wow, pathetically low on iron. I am really killing my iron production. Do I really just have, like, no iron at the moment? I think that's an accurate statement. What I'm going to do is start cooking up this gold over here. And we have a few iron, to be fair, actually, because I smelted some that I didn't grab. But we really do need more. And we're rapidly going to run into a problem because that chest is just not going to work for much longer for iron. The problem is all the leaves and junk that we're getting. I don't even know that you can be used for anything useful. I mean, you can smelt, you can turn it into dirt. I don't think you have a lot of other uses. Right, buddy? Not so much. So we're going to need to clean you out. So these are all iron leaves, right? Okay. So then we should be able to alloy furnace another. You. Actually, not the iron. I wanted the nickel. Nickel, 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 nickel. 6 nickels. That should be good. Wow, you are slow. Okay, so you two... Actually, probably going to want a little bit more nickel anyway. Or Invar anyway. I just feel like an Invar servo would probably be the way to go for this. Right, and then the next thing will be the user. So there's your servo. Like I said, not perfect yet. We will get there, right? Let me get the foundations in place. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't tell me I can't extract. Hardened fluid duct. Hardened servo. Ignored. Empty blacklist. Don't tell me that that's not doable. I will be very upset if I can't pipe out of a cauldron. Back in a minute. Alright, I'm going to try something a little bit different before we wrap up the episode here. Can I get some of this? And can we get whatever these are? Fluid cables from Cyclic. So I don't know why Thermal's conduits don't work. But I went and checked and somebody said these should work. So we'll find out if that's a truth or not. Are we out of iron again? I feel like we are. No, we're not exactly out of iron again. I'm thinking, but I'm really bummed that this didn't work. Because one would have only assumed that it would, right? Why don't you work? Why? I mean, there's higher tier cauldrons. I don't suppose that it makes a difference, right? Like, all these different cauldrons. Is there a reason that there's a diamond cauldron? Oh. I mean, it smelts stuff instantly, right? So there's no real need, as it were, to do that thing. So we need a fluid extraction cable, and we need a dropper. So I've read that this might work. That does actually seem to work, doesn't it? All right, well that works. I'll take that. All right, not sure why the fluid conduits don't, or fluid ducts don't work, but this totally does. All right, so next episode we'll come back. We'll get auto-clicking into the cauldron working, right? Because we're thinking mechanical user, right? Is there anything called click? Click, click, click. There's an auto-clicker from the click machine mod. Needs polished diorite, though, and a dispenser. Looks interesting. How would one get diorite? That seems reasonable. I could probably try that. Maybe we'll try that out, just because I've never played with it before. All right, for now, Double20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We got a lot done. We've got basic mechanism machines going on, and like, look how fast. That's right. I don't do that. Look how fast this works. Like, this is actually kind of cool. That's pretty fast, dude. If we can get a fast clicking machine, we should be able to do some cool stuff with that. I'm curious. I'm not sure how these fluid conduits work. I'd be interested to see, like, how this functions, right? Like, if I have 2 lava generators connected to this, does it evenly distribute? Does it prioritize one over the other? How's that work, right? But at least for now, we have a better way to do the lava stuff, right? Oh, look at that. You have a thing. Transfer rate. Okay. Always on. That's cool. Neat. All right, Double20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. Take it easy.